Okay, now we've made each of these parts, so we need to open up an assembly file and place those parts in to constrain them to fit together. So go up to your applications menu, select new, and then double click on standard.iam. And then we're going to begin placing in our parts that we've made. Make sure, this is very important, that all of your parts are together in one file. If you have parts that you're pulling from different files, they will not save properly, and you will not be able to turn your work in because it won't save. So I'm going to select my pegboard base as my first part. When I click, that sets this part into the assembly file. If I hit the escape key, I can go back up and place in my next parts. So again, just go back and place in all the parts that you want. Let's see, I need my square and my triangle. And then I need my side stands. And I need 2 of those, so I'm going to click twice, hit my escape key. Now I'm just going to kind of move back, hit my home button, and separate my pieces by clicking on them. So what you want to check for is that your pegboard base has the thumbtack next to it. That means that it's grounded, and if you notice, I can't move it. All the other pieces I can move. If for some reason you've grounded another piece over here on accident, if you right click on it, a list will appear, and if you go down it will say grounded. You can either check mark and make a piece grounded, or if you right click and click on it again, left click, it will unground that piece. And that's what you want to make sure, that your pegboard base is grounded, because we're going to put all of these pieces and connect them to our pegboard, so we want this piece to not be able to move. So we're going to start with our constrain tool, and we're going to make sure that we've clicked on mate, and we're going to look for, you don't want to do an edge, you want to move your mouse kind of towards the center and get that white dotted line and click on the axis. And then you're going to also click on, again, the axis over here, and then click on apply. For the square, we're going to mate the 2 faces of the square. And then you want to align those 2 faces with the edges here. And you need to make sure, which it gets tricky, that when you click this side to this face, that it does look as if you've kind of placed it wrongly. But I'm going to hit, I'm going to close this real quick and just move this up so that I get the correct face. So if I've done that side, I can do either this face, or I can do the one that I can't see right now. So I'm going to again click my mate tool. I'll do this side, and I've got to mate it to that face, so I've got to rotate this around so that I can see this edge here, and click apply. And now that piece should be set. And then the triangle is the same way. I'm going to pick one of the sides and pick this side and click apply. And then I'm going to close this for a second so that I can kind of move this out of the way. And then I'm going to again click the mate tool, and I'm going to click this face, rotate this around so that I can get to that face, and click apply. And for some of you that may take a few times. If you notice over here, I can click and see. And over here in your browser, you can always check to see kind of how things have been joined. And you can actually, if you hover over them, it will show you the parts that are connected. So if you make a mistake, you can always right click and delete that if you need to. And lastly, we've got to move our side stands so that they are connected to the sides of this one. And these are a little bit trickier. So I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to mate this face of, or this face of the rectangle to, let's see, this face. I'm going to zoom in a little bit right here, this back face of this edge. Okay, and click apply. Now, just like we were doing with our blocks, it still can move up and down. So what I need to do is I need to, I'm going to rotate this around just a little bit. I need to do this edge here to the base of the pegboard. So I'm going to mate this edge, and I got to flip my view cube upside down because I need to mate it to this edge here so that the back of this is mated to that, and then that base is mated to there. And I'm going to click apply, and I've got one more face to kind of, because if you notice, this piece still slides back and forth, and it's not going to move up and down, but it still slides back and forth. So to solve that problem, I'm going to click on the flush tool, and I'm just going to flush this face with this face right here, these two pieces together, and click apply, and now that piece will be in place. So again, I'm going to show you how I did that over here. I'm going to start with clicking the back of this. I've got to rotate around so I can see this. I don't want to do the line. Make sure you don't click on the line. You want to just get that arrow. Click that in place. Okay. And then again, this can still move up and down. So I want to click on my constrain tool, and I want to mate. I'm going to rotate this around a little bit so I can see better. Maybe not. That's not that great of a view. I want this piece, this edge right here, and it will highlight and show me kind of the edge that I'm looking at. So I want that piece, and then I want the bottom. So I want this whole face there. And click apply, and then flush this face with this face, and click apply. So again, on the side stand, you should have if I click on the plus sign, you should have 2 mates and 1 flush. Okay, and then again, if you want to, you are welcome to kind of go through, click on the parts. You can change their colors if you don't like your color scheme, and then go up and save this, do a save as, and we'll call this one pegboard, your initials, oops, and then click on save.